evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, Sir Tristram will make his grand return. Hello, Rabbit. Hello, Sarah. Come in. My chair is my chair stuck down a little bit there. I got caught with a very low chair. It was a bit uncomfortable and weird. Hello. How is everyone this evening? I hope you're in fine spirits. And I am. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I need to go and check. I'll check my Twitter stuffs after this. Well, thank you for popping in for this little bit. And enjoy and stay safe on your drive into work. Hello, Julia. Hello, come in. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are we all this fine evening? I hope you're all very, very well indeed. Like I am. Looking forward to doing this tonight. To reading Morte D'Arthur. To having the return of Sir Tristram. Hello, Julia. Hello, Paul. And then getting on to sharing some of my story with you as well, which will be all a fine evening. So excellent. I'm glad you're in good spirits, Robert. I am as well. Which is what we want, isn't it, at the end of the day? At the end of the day, that's what you want. Everybody in good spirits, feeling wonderful, which we are, I'm sure. Hello, Danny. Hello, come in. We'll give it another couple of minutes before we get started with tonight's tale. Hello. How are you, Karen? Come here, everyone. Hello, Susan. Hello. Welcome. Pull up a chair. Always room for some more. The more, the merrier. I think that's a positive way of viewing it, isn't it? Hello. How are we looking forward? Sir Tristram's back tonight, guys. He's been away for a while, but he's back. My favourite knight is back into the mix. Certainly got some making up to do with his beloved Isolde after he's gone and married the wrong lady. But I'm sure he can work his way out of it. Hello, Stone. Hello, Nair. Come in. Welcome, guys. Welcome to this nice episode of Morte D'Arthur. I hope you're in a mood to enjoy this story. We'll give it another half a minute or so. Then we'll join into a giant recap of tonight's tale and of the past few nights' tales, and then get into tonight's, which is where we want to be. So, hello, Jackson. Hello. So, Morte D'Arthur. We are telling, at least for the moment, at least for the first half of tonight's story, the tale of Sir Le Cote Martel, the knight who came to King Arthur's castle demanding to be made a Knight of the Round Table. It is International Men's Day, isn't it? I forgot. I hope you had good fun in Paul's Scope. Tonight, we're doing Le Cote Martel. The man came to the court of King Arthur demanding to be made a knight so that he could avenge his father. No sooner was this man made into a knight that he took up the quest of the Black Shield. And there, whilst off on the quest of the Black Shield, accompanied by no less a knight than Sir Lancelot, he was only recently taken prisoner by the knight Sir Planorius and rescued by Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot tried, once he had defeated Sir Planorius, to give Planorius' castle and all of his lands over to Le Cote Martel, but Le Cote Martel would have none of it, for he was insistent that the lands should stay with Sir Planorius. And so we join these knights again tonight, Sir Lancelot and Sir Le Cote Martel, with Sir Planorius defeated and Le Cote Martel insistent that Sir Planorius should keep his lands. And in the meanwhile, while Sir Lancelot and Sir Le Cote Martel reposed them there and enjoyed merry cheer and good rest, then came Sir Kay the Seneschal and Sir Brandil, and anon they fellowshipped with them. And then, within 10 days, then departed those knights of King Arthur's court from that fortress. And as Sir Lancelot came by the castle of Pendragon, there he put Sir Brian de la Isle from his lands, for cause that he would never be withhold with King Arthur. And all that castle of Pendragon, and all the lands thereof, he gave to Sir the Coat Maltell. And then Sir Lancelot sent for Nerovens, that he made once a knight, and he made him to have all the rule of that castle and of that country under the Coat Maltell's name. And so they rode to Arthur's court all wholly together. And at Pentecost next following, there was Sir Plenorius and Sir the Coat Maltell, who was otherwise known by the name Sir Branor le Noir, and both were made knights of the Round Table, and the great lands King Arthur gave them. And there Branor le Noir wedded that damsel Maldeson, and after she was called Bovivante, but ever, for the most part, he was called the Coat Maltell, and he proved a passing noble knight, and a mighty one too, and the many worshipful deeds he did after in his life. And Sir Plenorius proved to be a noble knight and full of prowess, and all the days of their life, for the most part, they awaited upon Sir Lancelot. And Sir Plenorius's brethren were ever knights of King Arthur, and also, as the French book makes mention, Sir the Coat Maltell did eventually avenge his father's death. And there we leave the tale of the Coat Maltell for the moment, and turn next to that good old faithful, slightly faithless from time to time knight, my favourite, Sir Tristram, as Sir Thomas Malory shifts his tale. Now leave we here Sir the Coat Maltell, and turn we unto Sir Tristram de Lyon, who was in Brittany at that time. When the Lady Isolde, who he claimed that he loved more than any other, understood that he had wedded another, she sent to him by her maiden Bragwaine piteous letters as could be thought, and she made her conclusion was that, if it would please Sir Tristram, that he would come to her court, and bring with him his new wife, who was called the Lady Isolde of Brittany, and they should be kept as well as she herself. Then did Sir Tristram call unto Sir Caius, and asked him whether he would go with him into Cornwall secretly. Sir Caius answered him that he was ready at all times, and then he let ordain privily a little vessel, and therein they went, Sir Tristram, Caius, Dame Bragwaine, and Gouvernail, who was Sir Tristram's squire. So when they were in the sea, a contrarious wind blew them on the coasts of North Wales, nigh the Castle Perilous. Then said Sir Tristram, hang on, what was that? Then said Sir Tristram, here shall you abide me these 10 days. And Gouvernail, that's right. Did you get them, Danny? I saw some bad stuff taking place there. Is it? Hey. And the block button's been used! There we go. I got him, Queen. Finally got the little rascal. He's gone. He's banished. If there's no other smiting in tonight's tale, then let's have that man smited at the very least. Smiting trolls, coming together like thunder, taking them down like that. Yes, there was some troll smiting. I vaguely, I kind of saw it there. I wasn't quite sure what I saw. But then Queen pointed out, and yes, then I got him good and proper. Whew. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Let's get back in as we go back. Then did Sir Tristram call unto Sir Kedius, and asked him whether he would go with him into Cornwall secretly. He answered him that he was ready at all times. And then he let ordain privily a little vessel, and therein they went, Sir Tristram, Kedius, Dame Bragwaine, and Gouvernail, who was Sir Tristram's squire. And when they were in the sea, a contrarious wind blew them on the coasts of North Wales, near the Castle Perilous. Then said Sir Tristram, here shall you abide me these 10 days. Here shall you abide me these 10 days, and Gouvernail my squire with you. And if so be that I come not again by that day, take the next way into Cornwall. For in this forest are many strange adventures, I have heard say. And some of them I cast that I shall prove myself against, or else I shall depart. And when I may, I shall follow after you. Then Sir Tristram and Kedius took their horses and departed from that fellowship. And so they rode within that forest a mile and more. And at the last did Sir Tristram see before him a likely knight who was armed, sitting by a well, and a strong, mighty horse passing nigh, tied to an oak. And the man, hoving and riding by him, led his horse laden with spears. This knight sat at the well, seeming by his countenance to be passing heavy. And Sir Tristram rode near him and said, Fair knight, why do you sit you so, drooping? You seem to be a knight errant by your arms and harness, and therefore dress yourself to joust with one of us, or else both. And therewith that knight made no words, but took his shield and buckled it about under his neck, and lightly he took his horse and leapt upon him. And then he took a great spear of his squire, and departed his way a furlong. Sir Kedius asked leave of Sir Tristram to joust first. Very well, do your best, said Sir Tristram. And so Sir's two knights then met together, and there Sir Kedius fell instantly, and was sorely wounded on high above the paps. Then Sir Tristram said, Knight, that was well jousted. Now make yourself ready unto me. Fine, I'm ready, said the knight. And then that knight took a great spear in his hand, and encountered with Sir Tristram, and there, by great force, that knight smote down Sir Tristram from his horse, and he had a great fall. And then Sir Tristram was surely ashamed, and lightly he avoided his horse, put his shield before his shoulder, drew his sword, and then Sir Tristram required that knight of his knighthood to alight upon foot and fight with him. Very well, said the knight, and so he alit upon foot, and avoided his horse, cast his shield up to his shoulder, drew his sword, and there those two knights fought together for a long battle, nigh on full 2 hours' time. And then Sir Tristram said, Fair knight, hold your hand. Tell me, where are you from, and what is your name? As for that, said the knight, I will be advised, but you must tell me your name first, perhaps, before I will tell you mine. And there we end the knight's tale. Not with death, Paul. Not with death. Just some friendly bashing of skulls, beating of armour, and all that good stuff that we know and love. There'll be plenty of death later to satiate the bloodthirsty amongst you. But we leave that with Sir Tristram fighting off against an unknown knight in a forest of Wales. And tomorrow night we'll see just who he's met with and who he fights against. And as a special treat tonight, we have a full page illustration. Here is the Lady Isolde at her castle in Cornwall, sending letters to Sir Tristram, begging him to come to the court of King Mark. That's right, you're a bloodthirsty bunch. I know you're a bloodthirsty bunch. I like to try and keep you. It is, isn't it, Jackson? I love it. This is the Aubrey Bursley illustrated one, and I am in love with that copy of Les Morte D'Arthur. The thing is, as well, because it's so big, I've never read from it. I've always read from my smaller paperbacks because they're more flexible. So this is the first time that I've been able to read it properly because I sit down at a desk in front of you all. No, not a Kindle by any means, Paul. And I wouldn't have a Kindle. They just don't work for me. Books all the way. I'm not an ebook fan. I need a physical book that's big and heavy and that can be used as a sort of shield, and a sword at the same time, if need be. But yes, Aubrey Bursley's illustrations for it are fabulous, Paul. There are some great ones later on that I can't wait to get to. But yes, wonderful, wonderful book. Thank you. I must apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I was up very, very early this morning, so I'm a wee bit yawny. My energy levels are a bit down, and they really shouldn't be. It's awful to have low energy levels. I should have had more sugar and more coffee, clearly, before doing this. My countenance is frozen. Oh, heavens, no, Danny. No, that's awful. I do need a bit of coffee, Rabbit, especially bearing in mind that I want to share my story with you guys in 10 minutes' time. So what I might do, if you guys don't mind, and thank you so much for coming tonight so far, I might run downstairs, go and make myself a cup of coffee, come back and then share my novel with you guys. Paul, I am fabulous on International Men's Day, just with a wee bit of a hankering for some coffee at the moment. I was been up very, very early, and so I need some coffee in my system to get my energy levels boosted, but emotionally it's hurt. So absolutely, I want to share my story. I want to put my best for sharing the story. So I'm going to run downstairs now, guys. I will be scoping my story in 10 minutes' time. So please do join me for that. And in the meantime, big thanks to Rabbit and Kathy and Karen, Julie and Danny, Susan, Agatha, Queen and Paul. Thank you for coming, guys. And enjoying the troll smiting, if nothing else. I'll see you guys hopefully in 10 minutes' time. In the meantime, I'll plug up on coffee.